Yes, lads, welcome back to a new episode of the Everton Career Mode. So in today's episode, we've got more transfer business. As you can probably guess from the thumbnail of the video, got quite a lot going on in today's episode. We've got £150 million to spend. We've got quite a big wage budget in terms of like what size of club we are. And we'll see what we can do. That's all I've got to say. Hopefully we can sign a few decent players, get rid of a few crap ones. We don't want Decor anymore, so we're going to replace him without a shadow of a doubt, and potentially replace Renato Sanchez. I don't know if we will yet, because I forgot we had Tom Davies and Andre Gomez, so we'll see what happens there. We've got a few offers coming from the teams. We've got an offer from Barcelona for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and you know what? I find it realistic to sell him, so I'm going to see what I can do about it. If I manage to get a sale, it's very disappointing, but it's about as realistic as I can do it, as the guy's literally saying realistic. I want about £130 million at least, because then I can get a striker of like similar caliber, something like that. Someone who's actually going to get us points like DCL. They look like they're only offering about 96, potentially about 105 with the sell-on clause, but I don't know. I'll accept 130. I literally would accept that. I know that sounds bad, but as good as DCL is, he's not £130 million good. And to be fair, Xavi's kicked off. You don't want him anyway. I mean, I think Xavi's got a few more grey hairs than that now. I know they're using his icon face, but we've not managed to conclude a deal. But go straight into the first game of the episode, and we have got the mighty Clarets. In real life, the ones who have lost Sean Dyche, which is such a disappointing decision from them. We've got Burnley at Turf Moor, so we'll see our team. Pickford starts as usual in goal. Back four of Coleman, Godfrey, Ndicka, and Michaelenko. Midfield three of Andre Gomez, Alan, and Dele Alli. Then a forward line of Moussa Diaby, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Richarlison. So not a bad team, to be honest. We've got quite a few good players in there. Zubeldia is on the bench along with Ryan Kent. And we'll start with the first highlight of the game. So 15 minutes in, Burnley are starting strong. Clinton Mata, the former Bruges man, comes down the line. He's looking to whip the ball back in. Finds Westwood. It's a great save by the keeper. It's played back out to Weghorst, who makes no mistake and scores. That is woeful defending from me. Oh dear, that is really, really poor. I can't believe I've just conceded a goal like that. I can't even blame Ndicka, it was just me. But 7 minutes after that, the ball is played through to Calvert-Lewin. He's got a good chance on goal, gets a shot away against Nick Pope, who tips it out wide for a corner kick. So we'll see what we can do from the corner, see if we can get another chance from it. We are having Richarlison taking it because Renato Sanchez is injured. He whips the ball in towards Calvert-Lewin, who gets the header. It's cleared off the line by the Leon man, Rayan Cherki. And we're going to get another chance, or at least going to try to. Play back to DCL, back into Dele Alli, who has a chance and he should score. He blasts it high and wide, and we let Burnley off there. So just before half-time now, Cherki and Weghorst play the ball towards Cuadrado. Plays it back to Charles de Ketelaere. They've got a good bunch of players here, and Cuadrado forces Pickford into a stop, which he should have really kept hold of. But Burnley get a corner in the 48th minute of 1 minute added on. Just to clarify, they play it back stick towards Weghorst, and you know what's going to happen. He's going to bag it. He's 6'6", and he's got like 70 jumping. I don't know who can keep up with stuff like that. He's so massive, it's not even funny. But they are indeed 2 goals to the group now. We're really under the cosh going into the half-time whistle. A lot needs to change for this second half so we can actually get something out of this game, because this is really embarrassing to be losing against the Clarets. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's been absolutely woeful. Really, really poor performance from him so far. So we'll start in the 50th minute. We do clear the ball away from a corner. Play it towards Diaby, who's tackled somehow by the injured Ashley Westwood. Tarkowski plays it back to Rayan Cherki now, and they're playing the football. And that's a wonderful goal by the injured Ashley Westwood. What the hell am I meant to do with that? That is such a ridiculous goal. They just play the ball around. I know someone said on like a forum that Burnley play at Barcelona. I've not seen it until now, because that is horrible to play against. And the T-Rex arms couldn't make the save. So pick up in the 89th minute. Richarlison's trying to get a ball. It's intercepted by Burnley. And it looks like the game's all but done. Demarai Gray's got it in the 92nd minute. Plays it through to DCL. He's going to get a consolation goal for us. And it's not really worth celebrating the 92nd minute of 2 added on. So disappointing result. I don't know what else to say. It was really, really poorly just looked after. And how I've played in this game is probably the worst I've played in the save so far. So we have lost the game 3-1 against the Clarets, the claret and blue clad Burnley. It's just shite, innit? I don't know what to say. We're just boring. we're such a poor footballing side, and in terms of what we do in possession, it's so difficult. And like the keeper Pickford, man oh man, I need a backup for him because he's really, really struggling to cope under the pressure. We somehow won the league last season, but we're looking like we're nowhere near it. We're massively off the pace. Nick Pope had a good game. There's no point bringing him in though because it's not realistic. And I want to try and I know I've signed Diaby. We won the league last season. We signed Ndicka, fairly realistic because Everton are a big team. And I just think signing someone like Pope as a backup keeper is not fair, even though obviously it's not real, it's a game. But yeah, we have dropped down the league now. We were third going into the game, I believe, something like that. And now we're ninth. Decore's kicking off. I've just told him to piss off, basically. I'm not having him come in my dressing room after we've lost 3-1 to Burnley. And he's going to give me stick for not playing him when he's not good enough to play. So I'm going to take Pickford off his development plan as well. He needs to develop all around his game, so I'm going to make it balanced because he's just poor. I'm going to try and find some players who we can integrate into the first team setup. I actually had a look at this. There's quite a lot of good free agents who are like young strikers. And I didn't have enough scouting room to sign them or look at them. So I'll get that sorted eventually. But he looks good. Fabricio Bravo. Like, they'll all be like 70 rated or something like that. So if we end up doing like a lower league save next time, we can definitely sign some good youth players and see what happens with that. But we have had a look at the relegation clubs last season. Norwich, Newcastle and Leeds. And we're going to see who we can get from them. Rafinha has gone down. But I can't really fit him into the team. So I thought the first player I'm going to end up signing is either Ward-Prowse or Gallagher. And as you can see from the thumbnail, I decided on Conor Gallagher. We really, really needed him. Like, just a young player, 80 rated. I'd offer another midfielder in exchange like Decore. Decore in like 10 million and we'll see what we can get out of it. That seems fair to me, to be honest. Decore in 14 million. That's about 31.5 million they've got there being offered on the table. They want Damari Gray, though. Listen, I love Damari Gray. I can't see him go. I think he's better on the ball than Diaby. I think he's so good on the ball that it's not fair getting rid of him. We'll offer £30 million. And the fake Thomas Tuchel will accept it. It looks nothing like him. Like, he's a Champions League winning manager and they haven't got his real game face. He's been a top class, like world class manager for 5 or 6 years. And they still haven't got his face. It's so stupid, this game. But we will agree a fee for Conor Gallagher. Looks a bit like Todd Cantwell, doesn't he? I know he doesn't in real life so much, but they've both got the flowing blonde hair. But yeah, we'll offer him a 5-year deal, an important squad role. Not having a release clause, mate, because you're going to be like an 84 by end of the season. Push him for Renato Sanchez's position, or if not that, probably Dele Alli's as the attacking midfielder, since that's what he can do. Conor Gallagher, one or the two will play attacking midfield by the end of next season, I can imagine. If Dele doesn't have a good season. But we do agree a fee, we agree a nice wage. Around £80,000, and the fee is agreed. The deal is agreed. We have signed Chelsea youngster Conor Gallagher. So a good bit of business there, without doubt. And we're going to have a look at a few more players as well while we're here. We need a backup keeper. I'm thinking Angus Gunn, not a bad shout. Freddie Woodman, not a bad shout. Then I thought Eli Meslier. He looks like he'd be a class. First choice eventually, but backup this season. We're going to offer a bit of money for him. I had a look on FIFA and he's worth about 18 million, I think. So I thought, you know what, I'll lowball him. They've been relegated. Like on FM, if a player's been relegated, you can sign him for a bit cheaper. I'll offer 17 million. Then we'll see what Marcelo Bielsa says. And he just says no. Says you're nowhere near being a serious offer. And we're pulling the plug on the deal. And I'm like, all right, fuck off then. We don't want you stinking up this office if you can't even negotiate like a real man. So Mellier's off the table. That's a bit of a shame because he looks really good. And with how negotiations work this year, I can't even sign him like later in the transfer window. It just doesn't work. So we've not agreed a fee for that, and we are going to have a look for a new goalkeeper, as I said. So Freddie Woodman looks like our backup choice. I checked his FIFA price. It was around £5 million. So I thought, you know what? We'll go for 5 million straight away, see what they say. They want Jared Braithwaite. What is it with all this offering, like extra players as part of the deal? I don't want to do that, Eddie. I'm sorry, mate. I'm not being funny with you. I just don't want to lose a player of Jared Braithwaite's potential. But they're asking for 5.5 million eventually, and we will accept it. And the deal is indeed over the line. So that's quite a good bit of business. We have to agree contract fees with him. That's probably the hardest part of negotiations because players ask for like stupid requests sometimes. You just can't do it. But luckily, Freddie Woodman's asked for a sporadic squad role, a 5-year deal, for sure will be in the works. 3 years? We'll end up with 4 years. 'Cause you can do an extra year. I think I've said that before on the channel. You can do an extra year if you need to. And no release clause as well. Now it's just a question of what we're doing in terms of salary. So 35k a year. Sorry, a year. That'd be low for a footballer. 35k a week. Not a realistic salary of that a year. Yeah, 35 calorie a week. But we've agreed on 41. 35 calories a week. Honestly, guys, when I get to train of thought, I just chat absolute bollocks. But yeah, £35,000 a week he rejected, and we ended up with £41,000. Not a bad bit of business, but we will indeed go straight into the second game of the episode, and we'll try out our new players. So, as I said in the last episode, we have got Fulham as the second game. It's quite a difficult game, our former side. We'll start with the goalkeeper. Pickford starts in goal. Back four of Captain Coleman, Godfrey, Ndicka, and Michaelenko. Midfield three of Conor Gallagher making his first start, Alan and Dele Alli. Then the forward line of Moussa Diaby, Richarlison, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I know it's pretty much the same team as the last game, bar Conor Gallagher, but I just need to try and get a win. So we'll start in the 32nd minute. DCL plays the ball towards Ali, who turns on a spin, plays it through to Moussa Diaby, gets past Kenny Tete, straight past poor man's Gazaniga, and we're 1-0 up already. Gazaniga was woeful when I was the Fulham career mode manager, and I mean, he didn't do very well there, did he? He didn't cover himself in glory, as they say. It was very poor goalkeeping. And Moussa Diaby made him pay. It's just, look at that. He just sticks his leg out. Like, Sunshine, use your hands. You can never understand that in goalkeepers on FIFA. They've got saves with feet traits, so they literally try and save everything with their feet. Like, De Gea's got that trait, but he doesn't do it in real life. So, we do make them pay, though. We are indeed 1 goal to the good up. And Fulham get to kick off. So we do intercept him straight from kickoff. Play it towards Moussa Diaby, back towards Dele Alli, who's got a little chance, gets past Kumbula. It's across the keeper, and this time the saves with feet trait comes into effect, and Gazaniga makes the save. So 44 minutes now, Dele Alli does really well to get past his man, plays it through to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Kumbula cannot keep up. Will he hit it across him? What a goal that is. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that is absolutely phenomenal. That was a really, really good bit of football. Found the little through ball from Ali, and he hit it with his weak foot across the goalkeeper, Gazaniga, and with 2 goals up, going into half-time. So Fulham are really struggling at the moment. I know they've lost Mitrovic on this, which I don't even know where he's gone. I haven't even checked. But I don't think they've got him, or I haven't seen him. Saying that, though, I think I can see him in my bottom left. I feel like they've lost Mitrovic, because I haven't seen him at all, and he's the best player in the game, so... Noah Okafor, he's never their starting striker. That is very strange from the AI. He's a winger for starters. But we'll pick back up 5 minutes after half-time. Richarlison's played through by Dele Alli. He's coming down the line. He hits it across the keeper. 3-0 against this very poor Fulham side. These are the fodder of the Premier League. The cannon fodder, the whipping boys. As they normally are. They will be next season, to be honest. They keep going up and down. They're like a yo-yo club. They're literally the definition of one. But Richarlison does make them pay at the back with woeful running back. And we're indeed 3-0 up. So 6-7 minutes now, Conor Gallagher is intercepted in midfield by the Ginger Skulls. Cavallero gets past his man somehow and fires it past Pickford. And this is a little bit worrying. Poor defending from me and poor playing out from the back from Conor Gallagher and obviously myself as well. We've given them a little bit of hope to get back into the game, which is never a good idea, especially on career mode, because anything can happen after 1 goal. And straight from kickoff, we are indeed tackled. Played toward Kenny Tete. Frank the Tank picks up the ball in midfield. Plays it toward Kumbula. I need to stop saying all the names. It's confusing my brain. Zambangisa picks up again. Okafor now. Plays it in towards the right, towards Skov. What a name. Chips it in. Comes off Michaelenko, and they get a corner. Oh dear, this is worrying. There is no score as well currently, which is quite weird. Skov picks up the corner. Says, I'm taking it. Crosses it in towards the back post. Cavallero plays it in towards Okafor. Kenny just hits it wide of the post, and we're let off the hook there. And straight from the kickoff, I don't know what I'm doing. Tom Kearney chips it across towards Okafor. And what am I doing with that? Where were the defenders? I always play it short from a goal kick. I know that sounds stupid, and it was a daft decision from me, but the defenders just fucked off. But luckily for us, we still won the game 3-2. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Like, shit like that happening in like games like this when we're 3-1 up and battering. It's ridiculous. But we didn't win the game, and that's all that matters, really. We didn't exactly deserve it on the balance of play, but we still won the game. And we bought on Zubeldia for Alan later in the game. It didn't really work for us. It was like when Liverpool bought on Fabinho the other week against Benfica and we conceded 2 goals. Pretty much the same thing, but DCL still scored. So did Richarlison and Diaby, so that's all that matters. The front three were on fire again. But, I mean, Gallagher didn't have the greatest intro game. They're going to ask about him in the press conference. It wasn't exactly the best performance I've ever seen from a starter in the team. But I think it's something we need to work on, to be honest, because it's a very, very difficult first game to put him into. Against Zambo and Harrison Reed as well. We know for a fact how fantastic box-to-box midfielders. Harrison Reed literally sits like a poor man's Paul Scholes. And Zambo was a box-to-box demon. So we still won the game. That's all that matters. A lot went on in that game. 3-2 is not the best score against Fulham. As I say, we still won. We're going to see the sales we've got. Townsend's gone to Frankfurt. We've got about 6.5 million from it. Abdoulaye Doucouré's also been sold, as it's said a bit lower down. £17 million we've been given by the board. He's gone to Roma, and they've allocated 17 million, as I say. So not bad there. We're going to have a look at a new striker now. Lucas Nemecha. I look at so many English strikers like Bamford and that, and they're just a bit too old for what I'm after. So Lucas Nemecha literally looks like a perfect target. He's 6'1", he's quick, he's strong, he's got good shooting, his dribbling's not bad. 4-star weak foot. Literally looks perfect. He's valued at about 18 million, I believe, on Sophie, which I've only just started using, to be fair. I promise I'm not like plugging him or anything like that. But the site is very useful for things you get. So 23 years old. I wonder how much money they're going to ask for, because that's the worrying thing with players like this, because he could be in really good form in their league. We usually dip into the Bundesliga anyway. But he looks like a decent one we could go for. We'll offer £40 million. I want Damari Gray again. Go away. You're not having him. Damari Gray is really good for us, and I don't want to get rid of him to like some Tim Pot German team. No, I'm joking. They're not Tim Pot. They won league about 15 years ago. But yeah, £23 million. They do have Lacroix as well, but he's nowhere near as good as they make out in real life. I watched him play the other day and he got sent off. So it just goes to show how FIFA rates players. But anyway, off on that tangent, we'll agree the £27.7 million release fee for the guy who's their manager. I don't know who it is, but it nowhere near looks like that. And we'll go into the negotiations with him. And everyone's got the same agent. Is that George Mendes? Is that meant to be George Mendes? Because it doesn't look like him. I'll be honest with you, it doesn't look like him whatsoever. But we're going to agree a sporadic squad role, a 5-year deal, and 56k a week. That's really good, that is, for Lucas Nemecha. A player who's actually like scoring goals in the Bundesliga and Champions League. Former Manchester City youth striker. It's a good bit of business. I'm glad we've got it over the line. I don't know if you can hear that. That's my dog crying because I'm sat upstairs. That's irrelevant to the video, but I just want to let you know. As I said in one of the videos before, the dog is very well looked after. He's very, very mardy. So, passing on that anyway, we've got another person who's interested in. Diego Reina, looks like the regen of Claudio Bravo. We agree a £2.25 million fee with... It's not the manager again. I don't think it is anyway. Although he does look a bit less generic than manager number 1. But yeah, we've agreed a fee for him. We're going to offer him a prospect role. He looks like a really good potential youth player. If we get a couple of years out of him, if we do 4 or 5 years of this career, but I can't see it really happening. Maybe 3 years at a push. Maybe 2 years. I don't know yet how this career is going to pan out. But we do agree the 5-year deal as well. How much offer him? 10k a week? 4k a week? 4k a week plus 30k signing on fee. That's pretty much like 8 weeks of his wage. Yeah, that's a reasonable offer. I hate that. They should say, I'll snap your hand off, Sunshine. Thank you very much for the massive fee you've offered us. But yeah, we do agree the fee. We do agree the wage. But another signing. That's another signing to add to the collection. Not that people have collections don't start saying stuff like that. But we're gonna have a quick look at the overall transfer activity. So we have loaned out Marcus Brown and Braithwaite to Burnley and Getafe, respectively. We have indeed bought in Lucas Nemecha. Sold Townsend and Doucouré to German and Syria opposition. Ryan Astley has gone out on loan. We bought in Freddie Woodman and Conor Gallagher. So that's 4 signings on the transfer deadline day today. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. He's really, really mardy. He's a really, really mardy dog. But yeah, that's all the business we've concluded for the transfer window so far. Moussa Diaby was the biggest one. Zubeldia was also a good signing. So very good to see there. And we'll go straight into the, I think, fourth and final game of the episode. And we have got the Foxes, Leicester City. So King Power Stadium yet again. And we'll see the team for us. So in goal, Pickford starts. A back four of Mason Holgate is the captain, Zubeldia and Dicker and Michaelenko. Midfield three of Damari Gray, Alan and Conor Gallagher. And a forward line of Moussa Diaby, Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So not a bad team we've got out there. And we'll start with the team talk in the first half of the game. So pick up in the 7th minute. Damari Gray finds a through ball towards DCL. Richarlison picks up the pass next. Bertrand cannot keep up. Richarlison's away with the fairies. And he makes it 1-0. That's a great little bit of football. Such a fast-paced counter-attack. That's what we thrive on in this club. We're so good at doing it. And no response from the Leicester fans. I love celebrating in front of the opposition fans. They go absolute bolo or they look really sad. It's fantastic to see. But we are indeed 1-0 up already. And Richarlison gets his second goal this season. I didn't realise he'd only scored 2 this season. As Brendan Rodgers, with great character, looks on. He's very poor Leicester team. I mean, in real life, they're on a decent run of form, but they're still an average team, aren't they? And they do get the kickoff. So you can see we're not breaking. The next highlight is coming very shortly. James Madison picks up the ball in midfield. They're pissing about with it a little bit as Michaelenko wins the header, knocks over the man as well. What a baller. Moussa Diaby now running with the ball, gets fouled, but he still retains the ball. Now we're looking for Richarlison again. He's made the run past Ryan Bertrand. The old man cannot keep up. And what a finish again. What is Ryan Bertrand doing? He's playing so high up the pitch against a player who's better and quicker. I honestly can't work him out. And Richarlison makes him pay with a wonderful finish past Kasper Schmeichel for his 3rd goal this season. I was slagging him off about how many goals he scores, but now he's actually scoring goals for us. And Kasper Schmeichel can only look on in disbelief that his Leicester side are being torn apart by the Flair King himself, Richarlison. So we'll pick back up in the 32nd minute. Alan gives away the ball with a sloppy bit of dribbling. Madison looking for the through ball now. Finds Vardy, looks offside, but he's not. And he just bends it round Pickford with a very, very nice finish. And he does a stupid flappy bird celebration. Shut up, Vardy. Oh my God, that celebration riles me up. But we are still 2-1 up at half-time, as the score says. And we're not doing bad. Creating a lot of chances. And we create another one after the restart. So we'll pick back up. Musiala's just come on for Leicester. 55 minutes. Dominic Calvert-Lewin gets a chance. It's blocked by Leicester. Richarlison turns his man. And what a finish that is. Gallagher played the through ball. He just turned and fired it past Kasper Schmeichel. And that was a wonderful goal. He does a little pigeon head celebration. That's his 4th goal this season. Great little turn. Look at that. I think that was Justin. Cannot keep up with him, and we've already won the game, to be honest. So now at the end of the game, 87 minutes. Richarlison's played through yet again. He's looking for the shot for his 4th goal of the game, and he hits the post. That is so unlucky. And Leicester really, really get away with one there, because that had been 4-1 at that point. And the game's already over with, as I say, anyway. But we're still unlucky. Dele Alli's played through now. Will he get a chance to get past Johnny Evans? He hits it, and Schmeichel with the saves with feet rate. That's been a big component of today's episode. The saves with feet rate. We do indeed win the game 3-1. That is a very nice result. After the start of the episode, it's been quite a good episode. Losing 3-1 to Burnley, then winning our next 3 games. Did we score 3 in every game? I can't remember the game which has just gone, but I feel like we scored quite a lot every game. So yeah, we're still scoring goals. We're still conceding goals. Pretty much business as normal. And a very nice victory against quite a good Leicester City side. I keep saying quiet, and I can hear it echoing off the mic. So I apologise for that. But yeah, we do indeed win the game. Very, very positive there. 5 shots to 9, 1.4 expected goals to 2.9. It's definitely deserved. There's no other way around it. And Richarlison was so good. Gallagher got 2 assists. He looks like he's coming into the Renato Sanchez role. Very, very nicely indeed. And Holgate as well, filling in for Captain Coleman. Very nice performance from him. As Fofana and Evans struggle against the pace of Richarlison and the power of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So that was a great episode. And now it comes, here we go, the Champions League. the bells and whistles. I'm glad it didn't make any noise, because if it did, I'd get my video copyrighted, as I did for the Spanish one I did with Valencia. It just kept getting copyrighted, and I don't even have any enough subs to get any revenue. But it still wound me up because it just ruined half the video, and I had to take it out every time. But we are indeed in the Champions League now. We're gonna have a quick look at the group. We'll see who's top of the group already. Real Madrid. I don't know how they work that out, because it should be Celtic if we're looking at alphabetical order, and Real Madrid should be at bottom of the league. But it is quite an easy group, I guess. A fairly easy group. Real Madrid top, us second. Borussia Mönchengladbach and Celtic make out our group. That's not a bad group, to be fair. We'll have a quick look at the Premier League as we're finishing off the episode. We're top of the league. No, we're not. We're fourth in the league. I thought we were top of the league. We're fourth in the league. 1 point behind Arsenal and Liverpool. And then we're level on points with Wolves, but we've got a superior goal difference. Why are we behind them then, you stupid fuckers? I can't work this game out. Oh, no, we've scored more goals. Right, I'll take it back. That was me. That was me being an idiot. I'll take it back. I shouldn't have swore either. Not good for the younger viewers. But, yeah, we are fourth in the league. We're not doing bad to say we had a very bad start against Burnley. Quick look at the Premier League top scorers as well. DCL, Richarlison, Mane and Hakim Ziyech now of Wolves. That's very strange. You've got quite a good team by the looks of it, with Kramaric as well. They're the top scorers in the league. Lucas Moura and Kingsley Coman are 5th and 6th respectively. Mane is also the top assister, along with Dele Alli and Thiago and David Brooks just behind. I know they said Dylan Brooks. Yeah, David Brooks just behind. Then the top clean sheets, Pickford is 1 away from Ederson, Jose Sarr and Aaron Ramsdale. So in the next episode, we've got an away game against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. A home game against Manchester United at Goodison Park. I'm not really looking forward to the Real Madrid game. I'm not going to lie. We're going to get battered in that without a doubt. We've got a cup game against Watford, which is going to be a visual sim or a quick sim. An away game against Brentford. And then a home game against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do that one, to be fair. I might just do 4 games. I'm not sure yet. I haven't done the episode. But we'll see what happens in terms of what we got next. But I really, really appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next one very, very soon. Cheers.